back, everybody. Today we're going to try Little Piglet from New Holland Brewing. Session IPA, 4.6% ABV. Most of the times your sessions are going to be lower than a typical IPA. Also, they're going to be lighter, so you might not get as much bitterness, as much citrus, fruitiness, whatever it's going to have. It's more of a session drinking beer. Canned on 2.5, so almost 2 months old, a little less than 2 months old. It doesn't say anything about the hops. Let's check Untappd real quick. There's no ABV on Untappd either. So we'll see what we get. Let's go ahead and get this open. This is right out of the fridge. So you might get a little bit more, say, citrus, fruitiness, whatever it's offering, floral, earthiness if it warms up just a little bit. But I would say most people, when they're going to drink a craft beer, they're going to pull it right out of the fridge and open it. So from the head, off-white colored head, pretty much all small bubbles, a couple medium in there. Finger of head from that pour, bubbles on the side are compact like dish soap. If we look at the color, more of a golden color, very hazy. There was stuff when I was pouring it, you could see that yeast, that trub, whatever was in there. So I would say it is a non-filtered beer, but pretty cloudy for a standard session IPA. Now, maybe this is going to be a new thing where it's like a hazy session IPA, just like we have hazy IPAs, hazy juicy IPAs. But most of the time, I think if you look at a session beer, it's going to be clear. This one is not. Not saying that's a bad thing, but let's go ahead and smell. I am getting some citrus, but it seems like there's a little bit of floral mixed in there and a little bit of yeast. Or yeast, I'm sorry, malt. Yeah, it's like, to me, that citrus is number one, then that floral is number two, almost like, let's say, a cascade is in there. A slight cracker, almost like a Pilsner, that kind of cracker. That's what I'm getting out of here. Lighter beer, that grain, the malts that they're using could stick through a little bit more because it is a session, so you want to balance those IBUs, and so they are going to be less. So maybe you'll get some of that that malt in there. Yeah, it doesn't smell bad. Let's go ahead and taste. So the first thing I notice is floral, like a floral light cracker in there. It, I want to almost say it drinks more like a Pilsner. That light crackery Pilsner taste is what I'm getting in this. Just there's floral, which you could have in a Pilsner too. Body's light. I'm getting a little citrus bitterness in the back end of it, but that floral really sticks in there. Stays all the way through the whole entire palate. But there is a slight bitterness. I would say perceived bitterness on this 25 to 30 is what I would say. And they don't show it on Untappd. And I don't... Yeah, I don't see it on here either. For this one, I would have to go with a 3.5. I'm not a huge floral fan, and it seems like that floral sticks out a little too much where I'm just saying in a Pilsner where you would get that slight cracker, that would be the main taste, followed by that floral. And this, the floral to me is just too much for this light of a beer. so it needs to be calmed down. The bitterness is okay, but the bitterness is kind of weird when you mix it with floral, at least in my opinion. So yeah, on this one I would have to go 3.5 out of 5. Let's go ahead and check Untappd real quick. None of my friends have had it. A little over 1,000 people have checked it in. 3.5 out of 5. So I'm right on with them. Let's see. Not a fan of this. Try it again to make sure. He would pass. This was Mike. He gave it a 2.5. And these are just everybody. If you use Untappd and none of your friends have had it, it just shows everybody that's had it, which is kind of cool because you can actually see what they put in the comment. But most of these, yeah, there's nothing in here. Nothing. So really nobody said anything about it. If you've had it, leave a comment down below. Tell me what you think about it. But for me, yeah, this is not one I would want to drink in the summer. I'm just not a floral fan. So if you enjoyed this video, check some more out over here. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. And until next time, happy brewing.